erupts at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Off play action, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. This defense for the Steelers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Touchdown! That's caught. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On first down, Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
These two teams all tied after 1. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Henry, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. They'll in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They go play action here on first down. Johnson's got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Henry. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down, he was thinking end zone, and he got there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Jones has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder.
And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point right down the middle. The lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, Tannehill. A slant to Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the night. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll look to throw now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A good pickup there at 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now. Actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field. And we'll see.
And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Again, it's Henry. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
And he goes out right around the 39.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time faded. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kevin Farley. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Steelers 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The utter domination domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.